Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on. Right, Sam, I'm going to take you back to the final few days of the transfer window. A merry-go-round is well and truly ticking, especially in terms of goalkeepers anyway, and you are a part of it, a big integral part of it. I want to hear your experience of being part of that transfer merry-go-round.
Yeah, it's a difficult one really, because I think you kind of like wait, it's a domino effect in it. Once one thing happens, you could be the first one, or you could be
the last one.
Yeah.
Either way, you just want it to go. Come on.
Yeah. So you constantly wait, and then obviously you see rumours, you see Twitters. Someone's gone for him. Then you go, right, could this kick it off? And no, it's not quite happened. Yeah. Oh, come on. Like, can we get mine through? Or so I think you're just constantly waiting, but constantly on edge as well, do you know what I mean? Because it could literally happen like...
How long did it rumble for? So, obviously, you're at Crystal Palace. I've got to say, at the end of last season, horrible injury, really horrible injury. Dean Henderson, in fairness to him, came in, did fantastically well at Crystal Palace. Did you, at that point, have a conversation with the manager and he was like, listen, Sam, fantastic, but Dean's going to be number one this year?
Yeah, I did. And to be honest, I'm quite a realistic person, and although I wanted to play at Crystal Palace, I was out injured and Dean did well. I didn't expect to go straight back in the team, but I had a conversation with the manager to see where I stood, starting the season in pre-season and stuff. And yeah, he said obviously he kind of confirmed my thoughts that Dean was going to start the season, which is fine. But, I kind of said, look, I'm 31, I want to be playing football, and if the right opportunity comes up for me, I'd like to go and do it with my family.
What does a manager say at this point? Because from my perspective, everything that should have happened has happened at this point. Do you know what I mean? You've been honest with him, he's been honest with you. What does he say when you say, I just want to play first team football, boss?
Yeah, do you know what? The manager was a very honest guy. Glasner, and we had an honest conversation. Like I said, that I'm not really going to be happy sat here at 31, and I'd obviously played a lot of games over my career. I want to play in the Premier League and carry that on. I'll be honest with you, he actually said, "You ain't going anywhere. I want you to be here." Do you know what I mean? So I was kind of like, no, which is nice as well. Do you know what I mean? Rather than him just going, yeah, go on, off you go.
Yeah, I'm buzzing for you to go, mate.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, look, you obviously was out of your arm. Let's make sure it's right. Dean finished the season, did well. He's going to start the season, and I was like, yeah, okay, but look, I need to play football at 31, and like I said, if the right opportunity comes up for me that I can explore with playing and with my family, then I'd like to take it. And he was like, I'd rather you be with us, But then, as things progressed, he kind of came to realise that, it probably wasn't best for me to be sat around.
At that point then, are you kind of looking at the clubs that potentially might need a goalkeeper? First, because we're talking about playing here, we're talking about first choice goalkeeper in the Premier League, and there's not many teams that sort of scream out nowadays, is there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, there's not. You're looking and you're going, right, what's available? What's actually available? Yeah. I need to go and play football, but what's available? Eventually, the club was obviously saying, you're not going to go on loan. It's either a permanent or you stay. Do you know what I mean? So then you're kind of like weighing things up of logistically with your family. I've got 2 kids. Playing wise, all that sort of comes into it now,
account,
especially at my age now. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no, I am a thinker, and I don't, I think about everything, and I don't just want to go, right, yeah, we're doing that, and off we go, and then go, oh, that wasn't really the right decision to do. So I do kind of go through a lot of things, and like I said, you're waiting that merry-go-round again, and you obviously had, you could see obviously Ramos was looking for a club. Yeah. I was looking for
Is so like so is Rambo at this point like a bit of competition at the same time? You're like, well, I want that spot. You want that spot.
We were talking about it, Fozzie, weren't we, with Mark Gahey?
Yeah,
weren't we? And we said, Come Anderson.
Well,
he took his move,
exactly
didn't he?
that. When Anderson went to Fulham, Gahey would have seen that and gone, you.
There's no chance of us both going, so he's probably thought, you've took me.
You took my move. You took my dream move to Newcastle there.
Yeah, exactly. So, so you're like, well, we're both kind of looking. I think Ram's on a lot more money than me, so it's probably more difficult for him to go somewhere. But it is, you're like, right, well, if Rambo went to Wolves, then you go, right, if Southampton want to do it, there's an opportunity there. There's obviously Bournemouth was kind of looking, but also I might not fit into these teams' kind of profile, that
style of play
that want to. They might want a completely different goalkeeper to me. So it's not even just a case of, they need a goalkeeper. I can fit into that just because they need a goalie. I think it's kind of like, well, no, Sam, you do fit what we want to do, or you don't fit what we want to do.
Which then sort of narrows the actual clubs that are applicable to you.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
then you've got, like you say, think about location and logistics.
Yeah.
You've got a young family, you've got a wife. Do you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. Where are we going to live? Is it close to home? Do we have help and support? You don't want to go moving halfway across the country.
Do you have these conversations though? Because it's like, as fans, and when we do like our football show, we hypothesize around, well, if this goalkeeper moves, then that domino will start. So is that a conversation you'll have like with friends or your agent or manager, where you're kind of going speculating almost?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. With
connecting
agents,
the dots.
Well, if he goes there, that could open that, or this or that. Like, I'll speak to my missus about it, friends, my dad's agents and stuff like that. And but again, all this stuff that you're talking about hasn't actually happened.
Yeah,
you're still trying to like go and obviously I was linked with Wolves for a little bit, and then the next thing you see that Rambo, they put a thing in for Rambo, and then you're going, right, okay, well, is that now gone, or what is the situation? And to be fair, someone close to me actually was like, no, I think that'll come around, Sam. I think it's just a jigsaw, isn't it? Yeah. Even though they might have, whatever happened, they just come on Sky Sports News that seeing it, that they'd gone for
most of the time as well, though. Like when there is a transfer happening, the player that's transferring to clubs, it's not in his best interest to just have one club interested. He wants multiple clubs, because that way then you can almost play them off each other. You can sort of like negotiate a higher wage, because you can say, well, they offered me X, so you need to offer me Y. And so there's always going to be other players linked with that move as well, aren't there?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think, like you said, we're kind of all linked to the same clubs, really, in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's only a certain amount of spots. A couple of goalkeepers need them. So we're all going to be linked.
It's hard for a goalkeeper,
all going to be linked to all of them.
I've always said this for you guys, and like, you both Premier League goalkeepers, and not only to go and move to a Premier League club, that you're only one of 20 starters, but then to stay there. You think it's one position for every team, and every year there's the hottest academy players coming through. There's the talent from Italy, Spain, all over the world, and to hold your position, it's no mean feat, is it, as a goalie?
No, it's not. No, like, there's always someone coming for your spot.
It's true.
There always is. Whether it's the number 2 at the club, they obviously want to play. They want to take your spot. Whether it's someone from a different country, a different club, there's always somebody there that wants to, at some point, take your place. And I think it's also difficult because goalies, we have to work so close together in a small
knowing that
group.
they want your space as well.
Or you've just taken someone's space and you're like, oh, right, okay, well,
how's this going to go down?
How's this going to go down now? And and stuff like that. And I think that's why, to be honest, you look at a lot of media at the moment of clubs having 2 number 1s. This, I think, is a recipe for disaster sometimes. Do you know what I mean? I'll be honest with you, it doesn't. It's great. Obviously, you've got 2 really good goalkeepers, but 2 goalkeepers that actually want to play every single game and every week. I think it's just at some point it's gonna crash, and it's gonna crash. I feel that.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.